Okay, so we've talked about multiplying fractions and mixed numbers and dividing fractions and mixed numbers. Let's talk about simplifying and turning improper fractions into mixed numbers. So, you get done, you've got it, it's great, it's going well, and then you get to the end of the fraction and you think you're done, but we need to double check. And that seemed to be a lot of our issue this past test. So let's talk about first simplifying fractions. So once you get that number at the end, what do I do with it? How do I simplify it? How do I make sure it is the simplest form that it could be in? Because we always want to make sure our fraction is in the simplest form. That way we get it down to its lowest amount and it's right there where we need it to be, because you'll need that for 7th grade, you'll need it all the way through. We always want it on simplest form. So let's do some practice ones from our worksheet. Okay. So we've got 24/36. Okay. If we are simplifying, okay, you can do this one of two ways. You can do it by finding the GCF of the two and dividing by that, and then you have less work to do at the end, or you can just keep dividing by smaller numbers until you get to the smallest number you think you can get. Okay, so this is where using your toolbox is going to come in handy to look at those primes and composites and look for those factors that numbers have in common. So if you are using your toolbox, which I highly suggest during your test, then this would be a great time to use that. So we've got 24 and 36. I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to do it by finding the GCF, which is going to be, for some of you, faster to do and a little bit more efficient. And then I'm going to do it by just starting small and working my way until I think I've got the simplest number that I can get. So let's do it first by the GCF. So we've got 24 and 36. I'm going to do my ladder because I really like the ladder. I've got 2, that makes this 12 and 18. Divide that by 2, we get 6 and 9. Divide that by 3, because that's the common factor they have. And 3, that's 2 prime numbers. So I'm going to multiply these together, and this one's going to be my GCF, which is going to be 12. So I know I can divide both of these by 12. I get 2 on the top and 3 on the bottom, 2/3. That's as simple as I'm going to get. 2/3 is my answer. If I'm doing this the other way, I'm not comfortable with finding my GCF, which we should be comfortable because we did test on this, but you never know. You can just divide small until you get the numbers that you need. So divide this by 2, you get 6 and 9. Now don't be tricked. A lot of us seem to be tricked by these and think, oh, it's done, it's over. But no, 3, always look at 3 and make sure that it's in there, because that seems to be where we get tripped up, is anything that's divisible by 3. Divide that by 3, you get 2. Divide that by 3, you get 3. 2/3 is as simple as we're going to get, so that's our simplest form. Alright. Now let's do another one. I'm just going to do the GCF for that one because I'm quite comfortable with it, but you are welcome to do it the longer way by dividing small and working your way out. It's up to you. So I've got 54/66. Okay, so 54/66, get 2, and that's going to be 27, get 33, and there's those 3's coming in again, 3, this is going to be 9, 11, okay, so the biggest number we can divide this by is our GCF, which is 2 times 3, which is 6, 9, 11ths, and 9/11ths is our answer, because 9 has the factors of 1, 3, and 9, 11 is just 1 and 11, so we know we're done. Okay, they don't have anything else in common. So, that's simplifying. Now let's talk about turning, because I want to keep these short, so you're not sitting here listening to my voice for hours and hours at a time. Let's talk about turning improper fractions into mixed numbers. Okay, so a good way to double check to make sure you've got the simplest form is just to turn it into a mixed number and work with your smaller fraction. So let's say we've got 27/5. Okay, a fraction is actually just a division problem. kind of hidden in it. So 27 fifths is just like 27 divided by 5. 5 goes in 5 times to 27. We've got 2 left over. So our fraction, our mixed number, is going to be 5 and 2 fifths. The whole number is right there. The remainder goes over what you're dividing by. Here's our answer. Okay. Let's try one where we actually have to simplify. Alright, let's see. That one will work. Okay. 14, oop, gotta get my pen on. 14 fourths. Okay. Gonna see, got 14 divided by 4. 4 goes in 3 times. We've got 2 left over, so I've got 3 and 2 fourths. 2 fourths is not its simplest form because we know we can divide that by 2 because it's both even. 3 and 1/2 is going to be our simplest answer. So we keep our 3, we divide that by 2, 1. Okay. Let's try our one from our test. So one of your answers you got from your test, and a lot of us got this one wrong. So we got 3/22 over 12. Okay? I know those are big numbers. I know that's big and scary. So if you wanted to simplify this, and you can always simplify at the end, for those of you that are wary of simplifying at the beginning, 3/22 divided by 12 doesn't go into 3, it does go into 32, and it goes in twice. So, and that gives us 8/82. Now, 12 and 82. If you don't know that off the top of your head, a good way to do this is just guess and check. So, 2 times 5 is 10. 60, 12 can go in another time than that. Let's try 6. So we've got 2/72. We've got 10 left over. Okay. So our whole number answer is 26, and we've got 10/12. But 10/12, that's not simplest form. No. So we're going to keep our 26, but we're going to look at our 10/12. We're going to say, what can we divide both those numbers by? Okay. They're both even, so let's start with 2, see what we get. We get 5, 6. 5, 6 is as simple as you're going to get, because 5 and 6 don't have any numbers in common except for 1. So 26 and 5, 6 is going to be our answer. Okay. From this point on, I would just suggest putting everything back into a mixed number, because otherwise you're going to confuse yourself and you're going to get stuck with a number that you could actually put in simplest form, but you didn't because you were afraid there were no factors in common. Okay. So, go ahead, work through your worksheet, try it. If you get stuck, let me know. We'll talk it through tomorrow if we have some time during workshop, okay? If you watch this video and you made the extra effort, tell me your favorite color tomorrow when you come in. Or tell me mine. My favorite color is green. Let's do that instead, sorry. Let's say when you come in, you tell me Mr. Han's favorite color is green. If you watch this video, we'll get a little something from taking the extra step and trying to be better at this. Okay? Thanks.